Well, hundreds of ANC members in Gauteng will this morning have arriving at the St. George Hotel in Irene, Pretoria for the organization's Assembly of Cadres. The leadership of the ANC in Gauteng, led by Provincial Chairperson David Makhura, will brief structures of the ANC. I think he's already on the podium. Let's go there live.
What has come from the PEC and what has come from the Lekgotla. That's the first thing. What are we going to be doing this year? But I am going to also share with you an overview of what the PEC has been doing. Because some of the information I'm going to share with you is coming back when we have our PGC. Because this meeting is to help lay the ground for a Provincial General Council. So I'm going to be sharing with you some of the political issues as we're preparing for our PGC, our RGCs, and in the case of Sidibeng, also a conference of the region, and our branch general meetings and the BBGMs. Some of the key developments you must take into account. That's what my input, and these issues have been discussed over the last year and a half by our Provincial Executive Committee. It's not all of them. The PEC and the office bearer said to me, just give us the overview of those. A more detailed political overview will be given to you at the PGC. So we are meeting here, comrades, therefore. One of the things that the PEC has already approved is a state of organization report, which is not being delivered today by the PS, is the program of action. So the state of organization report will be delivered to the PGC and a comprehensive political overview will be delivered to the PGC. But there are important developments we must share with you. Some of the issues have to do with the introduction of the new membership system. That's why you see Comrade Nomvula here. The new membership system has wrought a lot of havoc, but it's part of the cleanup. So a lot of branches, as we speak, are not necessarily in good standing. And the PS is going to take us through this in great detail, including what is it that we are doing across the province, across the nation, as the ANC, to comb through our membership system, to make sure we have a proper membership system which can easily be manipulated. So those are some of the issues. And for that reason, there's been a delay in us having a Provincial General Council after the elections because we can't do so unless these branches have gone through the new membership system and everything is clear. When we meet at the PGC, it must be clear we are meeting with proper structures. We are not meeting with ghost structures and ghost branches. So all that detail will come later. I want to start by saying, comrades, that the PEC was given a very clear mandate when we met here in 2018 July at our 13th provincial conference. And that newly elected PEC's first task, we were told by our membership, your first task is to bring together this whole organization and the alliance in Gauteng and confront our opponents as we go to the 2019 elections with the sole purpose of retaining Gauteng in the hands of the ANC so that this province continues to be governed by the ANC as we pursue radical socio-economic transformation. That's the principal task you gave us. You said all the other things that are in the resolutions, do them, but the first thing you must do is to ensure that we defend this province. And as you know, comrades, we got into the 2019 elections on the back foot quite significantly. Because in 2013, local government elections, the key municipalities in this province, governed by the ANC, did not achieve a majority, a simple majority. You would know that we lost our majority in Johannesburg in 2016, we lost our majority in Tshwane, we lost our majority in Ekurhuleni, we also lost our majority in Mogale City. So when we got to the 2019 elections, there was already a prevailing period from 2016 that the pundits, commentators, and the opposition parties were baying for the blood of the ANC in Gauteng. Everybody was saying they are taking this province from the ANC. We must first say to you, comrades, that we were able to achieve that mandate of retaining the ANC in Gauteng as the governing party. It was slim, but we were able to do so. And I want you to give you a big round of applause myself, because it's the work that you did, it's the work that was done in our branches, it's our volunteers, it's our fighting forces all over the province that went out to do this work to ensure we achieve this goal. And as we speak, the provincial government led by the ANC has finalized a plan which you will hear a lot about later, and including a bit from me, but also from the Secretary about this plan. We have a clear mandate from the population, even though we have a simple majority, and we're clear what we must achieve in the next 4 to 5 years. But immediately after that as well, we were able, and quite recently, we have been able to regain the city of Johannesburg. The ANC is back governing the city of Johannesburg. And let's give the ANC a big round of applause on this. We had initially regained the city of Mukhali. That's Mukhali city. We had regained it initially as well. But it is important to emphasize, we don't regain power for its own sake. Whereas in Ekurhuleni, we are governing there with the coalition, but we are clear that we need to make sure that that governance there, we use our position in government to push for significant improvement in the quality of life. We want to do the same in Johannesburg now that we are back in there. It's not for its own sake, it's not for the tenders, it's for improving the quality of life and improving the pace of transformation across the city of Johannesburg. And we, as the PEC, has made it very clear to the leadership of Johannesburg, led by Comrade Jeff Makhura, who is the mayor of Johannesburg now. That's what we expect from you. In the next 12 months, we must see and feel that the ANC is significantly ramping up. There are many areas, especially in the townships, where since 2016 nothing was happening. It's not a secret. Across the city of Johannesburg, in the major townships, I have been to some of them there, where nothing was happening. Basic things like picking up rubbish was no longer happening. Cutting grass was no longer happening. Fixing potholes was no longer happening. And even in the suburbs, where the traffic lights were not functioning. So we're not in power in Johannesburg for its own sake. The people of the city must feel that the ANC is in charge there. We must sort out the city. We must clean up the city. We must ensure that we ramp up housing delivery. We must work, the city must work with the provincial government. The difficulties we have had before was to have a city that doesn't want to work with the provincial government. That city must work with the provincial government to speed up the pace of delivery and transformation in the city. We want to do the same. We have lost our mayor in Mukhali City, Comrade Patrick Dipudi, may his soul rest in peace. But the ANC is preparing again to ensure that we're going to have the ANC mayor in Mukhali City, again to help us achieve what we want achieved. Speed up change, speed up delivery, ensure that there is significant collaboration between the municipalities and the provincial government. We must report to you that in Tshwane, the ANC has been playing a very important role as the opposition in Tshwane. We have exposed the drastic and dramatic failures of the DA-led administration in Tshwane. As the ANC in opposition benches in the city of Tshwane, we have exposed the total and complete collapse of governance and administration led by the DA there. It's not enough. We don't celebrate when there's no service delivery. We want service delivery in that city. We want to see things improving and things changing in that city.
All right, we're coming out of that event. It's called the Assembly of Cadres. The Gauteng Premier, David Makhura, there addressing ANC members in his capacity as the provincial head of the African National Congress in Gauteng. This meeting is held to just sort of roll out the decisions taken at the recent ANC Lekgotla in preparation for elections next year. We'll go back there as soon as we're able to, but for now, let's take a break.